everybody. If you haven't heard, the president-elect has confirmed he will be using U.S. military assets on U.S. soil to deport migrants. That will require the declaration of a national emergency, which goes for about a year at a time. Then it has to be renewed by executive order. Congress can override it at any point, but it takes a 2/3 majority, and that's not likely to happen, of course. Just, for context, he also declared a national emergency just to build the wall. So any number of things can be considered a national emergency. And with that can come U.S. troops on U.S. soil.
President-elect Donald Trump taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, confirming that he will be preparing to declare a national emergency and plans to use military assets to reverse the Biden, quote, invasion through a mass deportation program. That was shared by conservative political activist Tom Fitton. And as you can see, Donald Trump saying true with 3 exclamation parts. Now, this comes as he was expected to take a number of executive actions on his first day as president to ramp up immigration enforcement and roll back some of Biden's legal entry programs.
I know many of us are living in this space of not knowing what to do, like a deer in the headlights kind of a feeling. As we read that Donald Trump has said that he's going to declare a national emergency and use the military on U.S. soil to round up, I'm assuming, illegal migrants for mass deportation, my gut goes to this place of like, this is very bad, we need to do something, but I don't know what that something is, because Donald Trump isn't president right now. Joe Biden's president, and I can't imagine, ignorantly as I am, what Joe Biden could do today to stop Donald Trump from using the powers that are invested in him as the chief executive of the United States military. I think about like calling my legislators and insisting on, extending our sanctuary state here in New Jersey to protect people from whatever this could become, especially those internment camps that are going to be throughout the border states. And I just don't quite know how to engage this at this point in time, because it's November 18th. It is not January 21st. So this is the part where, I think about what people have been saying recently is like, do not comply out of obligation, just don't go along with it. I guess I'm sincerely asking, like, what do we do in these kind of moments where we know that something very heinous is going to happen? What's our reasonable and responsible response to this statement?
This is going to change how it feels to live in America. Cities across the entire country are going to be facing consistent military operations to remove people from this country. There's around 15 million illegal immigrants in this country. That's a lot of military operations. And declaring a national emergency, Trump can essentially do whatever the fuck he wants. And don't just take it from me, take it from the new border czar, Tom Homan, who says there's going to be shock and awe on day 1 of the new administration. I agree that military operations across the entire country in major cities and small towns, that does feel like shock and awe to me. And to me, the scary part is that this is what the average American voter wanted. So now we're officially in the fuck around and find out stage. In theory, to a lot of people, this sounded great. But theory is about to go out the fucking window, and it's about to become reality. And beyond this whole military operations across the whole country thing, let's take a look at another element of this. For all those folks who voted for lower grocery prices, this shit ain't gonna help. It's gonna make it worse. And you know why? 41% of crop farmers in this country are illegal immigrants. 41%. What happens when 41% of your workforce disappears? Prices go up. And I understand the pushback to that is, well, we'll just replace them with American workers. And even if you can find American workers for those jobs, they will cost more, meaning that the prices will still go up. This plan will be devastating to the economy. So, military operations across the country based on a national emergency, coupled with grocery prices going up even further than they currently are, sounds like a great plan.
What up, guys? Coming to West 10 TV. It's getting ready to go down. They said there's thousands of volunteers. People are trying to help with the mass deportation. They said you got veterans, ex-police officers, ex-correctional officers, people that was in law enforcement trying to get back in it to be a part of it. You know what I mean? This is turned into like a little movement. And, if you ask me, I think that's why Trump won. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody was worried about nothing else. People said the economy. No, when Trump said that I'm going to deport the illegals or whatever you want to call them, that's how he won. And that's how people got them votes. And some other stuff too. But I'm just saying that's one of the main things. And he talking about on day one, he's doing this shit and they getting ready. People are volunteering. When you got people volunteering, that means you really ain't even got to pay them. So, I mean, if that tells you anything, I guess people have been feeling like this, but they just been holding it in. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm going to these TikTok live panels and I'm hearing on other people's channel, people talking about, let's go. Mass deportation and with it. Different backgrounds. It ain't only coming from, just one sector. It's really like a movement. And I didn't know that this many people felt like this. But a lot of people have a lot to say about them being here. And a lot of people, I'm hearing, it's too many of them. It's too many of them. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep on reporting on this, guys. And respectfully, I respect everybody out there. It's just that this is a subject that I do, I find interest in. And I talk about it. But, hate it that it's happening to them, but it's happening. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep reporting on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep it respectful always. But this is something that I like. And I'm going to talk about it, guys. Peace.
Breaking news. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is gearing up for a major deportation program, pledging to work with President-elect Donald Trump's administration on day one. Dubbed Operation Guardian, this program focuses on deporting undocumented immigrants, starting with those already incarcerated in Oklahoma jails. Governor Stitt announced the state's readiness to act immediately, stating, Oklahoma will be ready to work with the Trump administration on day one to efficiently and swiftly carry out our operation. The program aligns with Trump's pledge to launch the largest deportation program in U.S. history. Supporters of Operation Guardian argue that this initiative prioritizes public safety and law enforcement, ensuring that dangerous criminals are removed from communities. Critics, however, view it as a step toward mass deportations, raising concerns about civil rights violations and the impact on immigrant communities. As Trump prepares to take office, this partnership between Oklahoma and the federal government could set a precedent for other states looking to adopt similar policies. The move has already sparked heated debate, with advocates and opponents clashing over the moral and logistical implications of such a sweeping initiative. What's your take? Is this the strong action needed to secure America's borders, or a policy that goes too far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for updates on this developing story. This could mark the beginning of a dramatic shift in U.S. immigration enforcement, and you won't want to miss what happens next.
So, Trump has confirmed that he will declare a national emergency after he takes office and use military force to deport illegals. I think it's a great idea. Bring in the C-130, load them up, and fly them back. He said he would start with the criminals first, the people that have been in trouble, the people that already have deportation orders. I mean, come on, man, like Biden says, if we can take a C-130 into Afghanistan and evacuate a whole bunch of Afghani men that left their families behind and botch that shit up, we can definitely load some people up in C-130s and fly them back where they came from. He also needs to use U.S. Northcom, which is a military unit in Colorado trained to assist non-military personnel. He would be able to clean up the cartel, Trinidad, Aragua, all these terrible gangs, just activating them. But good, bring in the C-130s and fly their asses back where they came from. Why not? It is an invasion. No other country in the world lets people just cross their borders without a passport and live off of their government. I mean, think about it. There's no reasoning behind that.
Breaking news. Trump plans to use military to deport migrants? National emergency alert. Breaking news. Did Trump just drop the bombshell we all saw coming? He's confirming plans to declare a national emergency to deport migrants using military force. And yes, you read that right, the military, instantly upon taking office. Is this the most ambitious immigration plan ever? Or a total disaster waiting to happen? It sounds like something straight out of a dystopian movie, right? Well, that's where we're headed unless Congress puts the brakes on it. The legal experts are already raising red flags, pointing to the Posse Comitatus Act. Because, you know, the military can't just show up at your front door without a pretty big reason. But Trump's not backing down, calling it a way to stop the Biden invasion. Let's talk strategy. Will this actually work? Or is this a huge overreach that'll backfire? Drop your thoughts below. Do you support using the military for deportations? Or is this going too far?
President-elect Donald Trump confirming that he is going to use the U.S. military to carry out his mass deportation policy. Trump saying on social media early this morning that reports he'll declare a national emergency are true.